Whether it's plant or animal, if you take care of nature, nature will take care of you. Welcome back, tribe, to another video by Pan Society. I'm Cherie, and today's topic is if you take care of nature, nature will take care of you. I'm sure you probably heard by now, but there was like a news story going around about a little girl who used to feed the crows, and it started off with them returning the favor by bringing her small little trinkets or random items that they had found and leaving them for her. And then eventually, after some time, they were out, like the mom and daughter were out at a bridge or something. They were doing a photo shoot, and the lens cap had fallen into the water. Well, a couple days later when they had gotten home, the lens cap was there. So the crows had picked it up and realized that it was something that they needed and brought it back to them. Things like this happen all the time, whether it's taking care of plants or animals, and we've all had experiences with that. I know I absolutely have. One example with being crows is we have chickens, and when we first moved in here, we made a lot of mistakes in the beginning with the chickens, that due to inexperience and just trial and error. So when we first let the chickens free range out in the yard, they were a little too young to defend themselves, or especially the vast amount of yard that there was for them for their size. So in the beginning we lost a couple to a fox. So you kind of give that up to nature feeding itself and taking care of itself. Later on we learned that the crows in the area would actually caw really loudly if the fox was in the area, and they would also dive bomb him or her if it was nearby. Like I saw it in the yard a couple times, and the crows would come down and dive bomb. So we actually started feeding the crows. We would leave corn out for them, extra treats, and they would stick around. And anytime, sure enough, the fox, when it was in an area, the crows would let us know. Now that's not to say that the fox never got through and got a chicken or two, but that's kind of, we chalk that up to, you know, giving one back so that we can keep, you know, the other 19 or 20. But also the crows later on would stop the hawk. We ended up having a local hawk or two actually that were, you know, they would fly overhead, and every now and then they would swoop down on the chickens. And if the crows were in the area, they were very, very fiercely protective of their area. So they would actually harass the hawk enough until the hawk just left. So that's like a lesson in us. And amazingly, the chickens will respond to that as well. So when they hear the crows cawing like crazy, the chickens would actually go and either run for cover or run up to closer to the coop so that they can hide. Hi. Another incident that I've had is when I was younger, we had a neighbor who had a meanish, I guess. The dog was always on a chain, and it just was not nice for this dog. So I could see why he was ornery. But the dog would always bark and kind of look like it was attacking, and run and hit the end of its chain and snap back. So every day, I don't know why, I always talked to the dog like really nicely, and, you know, say, hey, how are you doing today? Sorry you're on the chain, that kind of thing. And I would do this every day on my way home from school. Well, one day, the dog was not in the yard, and, yeah, I didn't think anything of it, but, it had actually gotten off the chain, and I thought, like, when it came around the house, it did growl and look like it was going to attack, but I think it recognized the fact that I was nice to it every single day and talked to it. It gave me a little menacing growl, but then it turned around and went back towards its house and relax. So I do absolutely attribute to the fact that I was kind to this dog every day, and that's why it didn't chase me or attack me, even though I'm pretty sure it would have any other person that had come around. So those are a couple incidences that deal with animals. Plants also are the same way. You know, if you take care of trees long enough, they'll either bear you fruit or provide you shade. And you know, you even use them to build your houses and stuff. So there are smaller, micro, very well within your realm incidences where these things happen. And not to, you know, we can think of this globally as well as, you know, protecting our planet and taking care of it, because it's the only one we've got right now. And you know, if we do that, it will absolutely take care of us. But I like visiting things on the smaller level, because it's things that we can always see around us and experience as well, so that it's always a gentle reminder that we all work together and we're all connected, whether it's plants, animals, humans, all of us. Are there any incidences where you've noticed that you've been kind to animals or plants and that they have in return been kind to you? Comment down below and let us know. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time in another pan video.